Now let's see the differences in a practical flow in action. As I mentioned earlier, OpenID Connect builds on OAuth 2, so we use the same OAuth 2 roles and flows, but with some added extensions. One key extension in OpenID Connect is the addition of a user info endpoint on the authorization server. This endpoint is specifically used for retrieving detailed user profile information. As usual in the standard OAuth 2 flow, the resource owner initiates the process by wanting to log in into an application. Since the resource owner never directly gives his credentials to the client or to the third-party application, he is redirected to the OAuth 2 authorization server. This is similar to how we were redirected to Microsoft for OneDrive access in the FOTB demo. The resource owner enters his credentials and authenticates himself at the authorization server. Afterward, he reviews the scopes or permissions being requested and confirms if everything looks good. It is important to note that in an OpenID Connect flow, the scopes include identity-related information such as the user's profile, email, or other personal details. After the user has authenticated and confirmed the requested scopes, the authorization server will typically generate 2 or 3 tokens. The first is an ID token, which contains information about the user's identity and is always in JWE format. The second is an access token, which the client can use to access the protected resources or call the user info endpoint for more detailed user information. Additionally, a refresh token might also be issued if the client needs to maintain access beyond the lifespan of the access token. If the client application requires more detailed user information, it can use the access token to call the OpenID Connect user info endpoint. This endpoint can provide additional identity details like personal data, birth date, website, profile picture, and private address. The reason the client uses the access token and not the ID token for the user info endpoint is because the access token is designed to authorize specific actions and requests on behalf of the user, whereas the ID token is primarily meant for identity verification.